Well, I totally got that wrong. I predicted 1-0 and we won 3-0 at Everton. What a superb away win. What a great way to come back from the international break. Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's get into the Everton review. So we started with a 3-4-3 formation, 3 at the back. Sanchez was in the middle and he got his full debut and he played really well. Now in the midfield though, we didn't have Dembele, he was on the bench. Sissoko started with Dyer, he had a little bit of license to move forward and he did that quite often during the game. Our bench was really strong though. We had, as I said, Dembele on there, Wings, Kyle Walker-Peters, Son, Aurier and Llorente. There was an early alarm as Everton had a chance and Davies was beaten for space, but soon after that we gained control of the game and Davies found loads of space on the left. He kept bombing, he kept putting in crosses, he was in good positions, and they also allowed loads of space for Eriksen, who just controlled the game and he was a heartbeat and everything went through him. There was a cross from Davies which Dele controlled really well with his chest before he laid it off to Eriksen, whose shot went wide, and then Sissoko had a chance which was from 6 yards out and he really should have scored, but his shot got blocked. So Everton were having difficulties dealing with our fast one-touch football and especially with Sissoko's runs forward. Him playing in that central role was so much more ideal for him and he played really well for us. I think one of the best games we've seen from him in a Spurs shirt. Furthermore, I think Sanchez played really well at the back. He looked so comfortable, he was strong, he was like a beast. He was so comfortable playing with Jan and Toby. It's like he'd done it all his life. It's not like he just literally just came into the team. He was comfortable in the middle of the three. It was really nice to see. So we kept putting the pressure on, we created loads of chances and finally Harry opened up the scoring for us, getting his 100th goal for Spurs. It was a Davies corner which got headed out from Everton to outside the box. Harry found it and he crossed it in. Well, admittedly later he said that he meant it as a cross, but it was such a good cross they actually chipped it over Pickford, who was way off his line. He didn't expect it to be a goal and it went into the back of the net and it was a beautiful way to get that 100th goal. Everton tried to create some chances, but they never really troubled Hugo that much, and it was 3 minutes before the break that we finally doubled our lead. Sissoko headed the ball onto Dele, who had the time and space to cross the ball over to the far post where Davies was arriving and he took a shot. Pickford pushed it out only to in front of Eriksen, who blasted it into the back of the net, making it 2-0 Spurs. So we still created some chances before half time. Harry broke down on the left and put in a lovely cross, but Dele failed to make any sort of contact. And then Harry found a loose ball, but his shot went wide. So it was 2-0 at half time, but it could have easily been 4 or 5. And understandably, we made no changes in personnel as there was no real need to. And within a minute to the second half, we made it 3-0, which was basically game over. Harry passed it out wide left to Davies, who was once again in acres of space. He crossed it into the box as Harry made a lovely run in there, and he finished comfortably from 6 yards out, making it 3-0, his second of the day. Thereafter, Spurs played some lovely football, and if it wasn't for Pickford, we would have scored a few more goals. For example, there was this lovely move where Dele passed it on to Harry, who reverse chipped it to Eriksen, who was in lovely space. He volleyed it, but then Pickford made a great one-handed save. It was a really good shot and a really good save. Then once again, our front three created a lovely chance. A back heel from Eriksen found Dele, who cut back right to Harry, and his right-footed shot was saved by Pickford. And Sissoko almost got the goal he really deserved. As I said, I think he put in a really decent performance today. Following across from Trippier, which he should have buried inside the back of the net. Unfortunately, he headed it over. Everton had a half chance following a poor kick from Hugo, but they failed to even find the target. 70 minutes, Dembele came on for Eriksen, and 5 minutes later, Wings came on for Sissoko after he picked up a knock. It was really nice to hear that the Spurs fans were singing his name, especially as he played so well for us. Probably, arguably, one of the best games in a Spurs shirt. And yeah, as I said, it was because he was played in a central role. Son replaced Harry, and near the end, Dele got close after being hacked down by Rooney. A nice 1-2 with Son saw his curled effort just go over. Overall, much better game management, far better than what we saw against Burnley, for example. And I think in the last 15 minutes, Everton hardly had any chances, and maybe they didn't even have a shot on target, I don't know. Overall, I'm just really pleased with this result. First of all, it was away from home. As I said, I didn't expect us to win so comfortably there, but we did. We played really well, some lovely football. Spurs are finally back. This is the Spurs we saw so much of last season. It's brilliant. I'm just so happy. I can't say enough of it. Who was your man of the match? I think This is a hard question to answer. Let's start from the back. For example, Sanchez had his full debut, but it looked like he's been playing for us for years. He was so comfortable in that back three, so confident on the ball. It was beautiful to see, and I'm really, really excited to see what the future holds for him. Moving further on forward, Dyer had a really good game as well, and so did Sissoko. As I said, arguably one of the best performances in a Spurs shirt for him. Now, does that warrant a man of the match performance? Probably not, given our goal scorers such as Eriksen, who just ran the whole game, and he got a goal himself, the second goal as well, which kind of probably put the game to bed as well, so it's quite an important goal. But if we're talking about important goals, then you have Harry, who got his 100th goal for Spurs, our first goal as well, and he got another one after that, so he's now on 101 goals. Personally, for me, it has to be Harry, just because he's finally started scoring for us again, but it's so close between him and Eriksen, who just ran the game, and I can't stop talking about that. Speaking of another 100, Dele had his 100th game for Spurs. So our next game is midweek Champions League against Dortmund at Wembley. I will be there. Are you going? Let me know your thoughts about the man of the match, and if you're going to the game, in the comments down below. Hopefully we'll get to see the likes of Aurier, and maybe Dembele will start as well. Who knows? The most important thing is that we've got a win again, 3 points. The league campaign is back on track, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then please leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and you would like to see more Spurs related content from me. Check out my social media handles in the description box down below. Hopefully I will see you in the future, and COYS Spurs.